25 years. That's how long Cristiano Ronaldo has been doing this. Breaking records, breaking defenses, breaking the very idea of what a footballer's body is supposed to be capable of at an age when most players have already hung up their boots. 25 years. And now, for the first time, he said the words out loud. This is probably my last year of football. Not a rumor, not a tabloid guess. His own words in his own voice. Stick around, because in this video, we're breaking down exactly what Ronaldo said, what it means for the sport he's spent a quarter century shaping, and why the way this chapter ends might matter just as much as everything that came before it. Welcome to EuroGoal Hub. Let's get into it. Let's start with exactly what Ronaldo actually said, because the details here matter. Speaking to Vogue in a wide-ranging interview, the 41-year-old delivered the line that's now traveling across every football headline on the planet. This is probably my last year of football, and I want to leave a spectacular legacy. Simple, direct, no hedging. And here's why this moment feels different from every other retirement hint he's dropped before. Back in November, Ronaldo had suggested he still had 1 or 2 years left in him. A window. Some flexibility. This is not that. This sounds like a man who has already made peace with an ending. Not speculating about when the story finishes. Actually starting to write the final page. To understand why this timeline makes sense, let's talk contracts. Ronaldo's deal with Al Nassr runs through next summer. Reports describe it as a contract worth in the region of $700 million. By the time it expires, he'll be 42 years old, having just celebrated his birthday that February. 4.5 years at the Saudi club, if he sees it through to the end. And he's already shown us what letting go looks like in real time. When Al Nassr opened their new season this past weekend, beating Al Fateh 3-0, Ronaldo wasn't on the field. He was in the stands, watching, alongside his family. For a player who has spent 25 years being the center of every match he's played in, that image alone tells its own story. So what exactly is Ronaldo planning for the life waiting on the other side of football? He didn't leave us guessing. I already have my entire future planned, he said. I have so many things to keep me busy that it's difficult to name just one. He talked about needing to fill the space football will leave behind. Not with one replacement, but with many. Travel, more time with family. Padel, a sport he's become increasingly passionate about away from the pitch. And then, one line that captured the weight of everything behind this decision. After all, it's been 25 years with a lot of sacrifice. Read between those words for a second. 25 years. Of discipline most of us can't imagine. Of missed birthdays, controlled diets, relentless training, all in service of staying at the top of a sport that shows no mercy to aging legs. That sacrifice bought him nearly everything the game has to offer. Nearly. Because to understand why this retirement announcement carries so much emotional weight, you have to understand exactly what Ronaldo has and hasn't achieved. Let's talk numbers first, because they're almost hard to believe. 976 career goals, for club and country combined. 31 major trophies. 5 Champions League titles, one across 2 different clubs, Manchester United and Real Madrid. League titles in 4 different countries. England, Spain, Italy, Saudi Arabia. 5 Ballon d'Or awards, recognizing him as the best player on the planet. And this past summer at the 2026 World Cup, he added one more entry to the history books that may never be matched. Ronaldo became the first player ever to score at 6 separate World Cup tournaments. A record for longevity and consistency spanning parts of 3 different decades of football. He and longtime rival Lionel Messi now stand alone at 6 World Cup appearances each. 2 icons of the same era, still writing history in parallel, even now. But here's the one trophy that's never made it into that collection. A World Cup title with Portugal. Despite 6 tournaments, despite everything else he's achieved, that specific piece of silverware has eluded him completely. He does have international success. A European Championship in 2016. 2 Nations League titles. But the World Cup, football's ultimate prize, the one every kid dreams about lifting, remains the missing piece. And with this likely marking the end of his club career, and the 2026 World Cup already confirmed as his final tournament appearance for Portugal, that gap in his trophy cabinet is now almost certainly permanent. For a player who has conquered nearly everything else the sport has to offer, that's a strikingly human note to end on. So what should we actually expect from this final season? If Ronaldo truly means what he said, this Al Nassr campaign becomes something rare in modern football. A genuine farewell tour for one of the two greatest players of his generation. Every match becomes a potential final appearance in a given stadium. Every goal, another entry being added to a goal-scoring record that already feels almost fictional in its scale. And there's still a real personal target driving him forward. With 976 goals already banked, the 1,000 mark isn't just a possibility anymore. It's a realistic, tangible finish line, sitting right there for him to chase down in what could be his very last year in the sport. Imagine that moment whenever it comes. Cristiano Ronaldo, potentially becoming the first player in the history of the professional game to reach 4 figures in career goals. If that happens during what he's calling his final season, it would be an almost impossibly fitting way to close the book. Of course, we've been here before with Ronaldo. He's hinted at retirement timelines in the past that shifted, adjusted, extended. Nothing about his career has ever followed a predictable script. So maybe this isn't truly goodbye. Maybe there's another contract extension waiting somewhere down the line. Maybe the pull of the game proves too strong to walk away from completely. But even accounting for that uncertainty, something about this particular interview feels different. The tone, the specificity, the way he's already begun describing a life beyond football, in detail, rather than avoiding the subject entirely. Whether this genuinely is the end, or simply the beginning of his longest goodbye, one thing is already certain. Football is approaching the close of an era that reshaped the entire sport. 25 years ago, a teenager from Madeira first stepped onto a professional pitch for Sporting Lisbon, with no idea what he was about to become. Now, he's preparing to walk away as arguably the most complete goalscorer the game has ever produced. For countries, 5 Champions League titles, nearly 1,000 career goals, a legacy that will be studied and debated for generations. Whatever happens this season, however it ends, one thing feels certain. We are watching the final chapter of something football will not see again anytime soon. If you don't want to miss a single moment of Ronaldo's final season, from every record chase to whatever comes next, make sure you hit that follow button and turn on notifications for EuroGoal Hub. We'll be covering every twist of this story as it unfolds. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.